the back. Nix. Hit that button. Nice one. Hang on tight, little buddy.
I was just leaving. Okay, we'll figure this out. Shield.
Star Wars Outlaws is the open-world game set in the Star Wars universe. The new adventure from Ubisoft will see us take on the role of scoundrel Kay Vess in the Outer Rim, where we'll experience the underbelly of a galaxy far, far away. Set between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, we'll be exploring an original story. Reputation is going to be everything too, as we try to navigate the various crime syndicates that call the Outer Rim home. Thankfully, we won't be going it alone thanks to our adorable sidekick Nix. Joining the lineup of upcoming Ubisoft game, Outlaws is also one of the biggest upcoming Star Wars games on the way, along with the likes of Star Wars Eclipse. It's certainly an exciting time to be a Star Wars fan. Star Wars Outlaws is touted as the first open-world Star Wars game ever, taking place across focused maps and areas pertinent to the story. The events of the story occur between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi in the Star Wars timeline. Outlaws will also introduce us to Toshara, a new location for the Star Wars universe. We know we will be revisiting the home planet of Jabba the Hutt as part of our journey across the Outer Rim, with multiple other crime syndicates to work with or against, as Kay carves a path through them. Star Wars Outlaws will introduce you to Kay Vess, a scoundrel who is trying to survive in the galactic underworld. The core storyline will see Kay attempting to pull off one of the biggest heists in the Outer Rim, all while trying to outmaneuver the reach of the Empire, the grasp of the syndicates, and elements of her past. Kay is hoping to use the gains from the heist so that she can start a new life. The game will involve a crime system that is not dissimilar to those used in the likes of GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2. And die by your reputation, meaning that Kay will have to navigate the underworld and its various crime syndicates and making choices that will impact her reputation, her experience, and her support throughout the game, says creative director Julian Garridy. All this to say, you will be gaining and losing alliances depending upon which contracts you carry out. The idea of being chased across the galaxy by notorious crime bosses sounds thrilling enough. But in the context of the broader Star Wars universe, it stands out as a truly unique offering compared to the more noble questing of our Jedi warriors in the Fallen Order games from Respawn. Given its place in the Star Wars canon, we also know that there will only be one ending written into Star Wars Outlaws. This focus on a tighter narrative experience, while still leaving plenty of room for nuance in terms of how you see it through, sounds like an intriguing new direction for a Star Wars game. About the gameplay, Star Wars Outlaws is played from a third-person perspective. On the ground, players can expect hand-to-hand combat, gunplay, and stealth sequences. While aboard your ship, the Trailblazer, Outlaws provides opportunities for intimate dogfights with fighters and larger-scale battles against massive vessels. The open world of Star Wars Outlaws will be traversed on foot, atop your speeder and aboard your ship. One of the most impressive things from Outlaws is the seamless nature in which you will be able to move across these three modes of traversal. Kay can go from foot to speeder to space without any cuts to black or obvious loading screens. The planets of Outlaws can be navigated most efficiently using Kay's speeder, which the dev team describes as motocross in the sense of making the travel really fun, thrilling, full of tricks, speed chases, that type of thing. While aboard the Trailblazer, Kay will get into dogfights with hostile spacecraft. Dogfighting is made as accessible as possible because movement in a whole full-on 360-degree environment is quite challenging, said Garrity. Massive hopes to accomplish this by slowing down the pace of dogfights and providing players with a chase cam control that allows enemy ships to be chased automatically so you can focus solely on aiming your shots. In addition to being a vessel for space exploration and deep space combat, the Trailblazer serves as a sort of home base for Kay. While roaming the ship on foot, you will be able to speak with other characters and explore the mysteries of the ship's history. There are two important systems around player behavior in Star Wars Outlaws: Reputation and Wanted. Massive says these two systems will be at play within every location, as they designed each with consideration for the presence of the Empire and the various crime syndicates. The reputation system applies to Kay's relationships with syndicates. If Kay fosters trust with syndicates, she can expect better contracts, cheaper store prices, and access to new territories. The Wanted system pertains to Kay's relationship with the Empire. The Empire will put the Wanted tag on Kay when she acts against their wishes. In one example, Kay refused to pay a bribe to an Imperial officer and resulting in a high-speed chase that follows the fugitive from land to space. Outlaws features some light RPG elements, such as an upgrade system that allows you to bolster Kay's gear, from improvements to her speeder bike to new modules for her blaster. There will also be customization options for Kay's speeder and spaceship. Star Wars Outlaws is in development at Massive Entertainment. That's the studio responsible for The Division and The Division 2 and a couple of upcoming Ubisoft games including Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Creative director Julian Garrity says this of the new Star Wars game: "When we first imagined the first open-world Star Wars game, we explored where and when it could take place, and quickly realized that we had all the right ingredients for the journey of a scoundrel. These outlaws live life under the thumb of the Galactic Empire, but can still thrive given the opportunities that the criminal underworld opens up, for people looking to take advantage of the turmoil. The time is right for a new outlaw to make their name, and Kay Vess is written in the stars." Star Wars Outlaws will be released on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC via Ubisoft Connect on August 30th, 2024. The price of the game is currently set at $70, and you can officially pre-order Star Wars Outlaws for any of its available platforms. There are also Gold and Ultimate editions of the game that cost over $100 and come with early access and additional features.